Well, good day, smart traders, and welcome to this week's weekly market review. During this quick review, we're going to have a brief look at everything that has happened during this week and how that is going to lead into next week's trading and how we can benefit from it. We're also going to look at some analysis to try and assist you in benefiting from the market and profiting from the market during next week's sessions, as we have a jam-packed week next week with everything from inflation reports to interest rates and beyond. So let's get into it. Let's have a look at what happened during the week that has passed so that we can also have a look at how that will impact our future. Before we do this, if you haven't done so yet, kindly just like this video, subscribe to our channel, and let us know what you think of the content that we provided during this video, this specific video for you as well. As an addition, kindly just familiarize yourself with the risk disclosure currently on your screen, bearing in mind that everything we are going to be sharing during this specific video is purely my opinion of the market and should not be taken as financial advice. So now that we've covered the legalities, let's have a look at all the economic events that really shaped the week that has passed. Earlier this week, we witnessed the US service industry surprisingly pick up for the month of November. The US service PMI increased from a 54.5 to a 54.6, which exceeded analyst expectations. In return, we saw the US dollar gain some momentum after this release on Monday, but the US dollar failed to hang on to these gains, and we saw the market starting to decrease. The markets are also now expecting there's a 93% possibility of a 50 basis point increase next week, Wednesday, when the interest rate decision from the Fed will be released. On Friday, we also saw the PPI data for the US being released and coming out at 0.3, which was higher again than expected by analysts. Analyst predictions was 0.2, and this created for some fantastic trading opportunities, which most of our traders benefited from as per the analysis that was shared on our trading channel. If you are not a part of our trading channel yet, kindly click on the link below in the description. See how you can join us. There's also a free trial where you can test all our services for a 5-day period, absolutely obligation free. So getting back to the events and the charts, we actually then on Friday saw a massive gain in strength in the US market again. And again, this affected all our indices as well as oil, gold, etc. And we're going to have a quick look at charts just now. And I'm going to kick things off with the Euro USD. So with the Euro USD currently on your screen, here you can see that, yes, we had that pullback in the dollar where it did weaken a little bit. And then on Friday, as per the PPI data, the US dollar gained some momentum again, gained some strength. But this was very short-lived as it pushed down to that support at 1.05 and then bounced from there. That same support level also coincided with our dynamic support level, which was that 8 EMA on the daily time frame, and this created a certain barrier for the US dollar to push through. Next week, Tuesday, we however have the inflation report being released. Then on Wednesday, we have that interest rate report being released. And based on those specific fundamentals, we will then be able to see, is this support level going to hold? If it holds, then we can absolutely see a pullback and the Euro USD then strengthening. So then that pullback could be all the way back up to that 1.07 level. However, if this support level doesn't hold and it does get broken, we can see this specific instrument dropping down to that 1.03 or maybe even that 1.02 level. Speaking about oil, during this week as well, we probably saw oil have one of the worst weeks that it had in a very long time. Oil losing a total of 11% of its value and is now trading near those December 2021 lows, with growing fears of recession, rising interest rates, etc., having a diminished outlook on the crude oil demand. We also saw during this week a spark in a rally after the Keystone pipeline spill, which just made everything so much worse. But we did, however, see markets look slightly past this, and we are now also seeing that we are approaching that $70 a barrel level, where the Biden administration is expected to start refilling strategic petroleum reserves. So we are going to see how that will obviously affect the price of oil during the week ahead, and how the additional economic data that is being released during this week as well will affect this specific commodity. We can see here that we are currently on that support level around that $71 a barrel. And if this support level gets broken, then we'll also see that we will break back into that channel, and then we could see a sell-off all the way down to that $64 a barrel level. Should this 71 support hold though, we can potentially see some buying opportunities back up to that $76 a barrel level, which also then coincides with that dynamic resistance level of that 8 EMA. But we will have to see what the market presents for us before entering into any trade positions. Finishing off this video, couldn't have done it without NASDAQ. So here we can see as well that during the week that has passed, we saw NASDAQ decreasing in value by nearly 3.5%, and similar to our Euro USD and crude oil is now on that key support level, which is around that 11,500 to be exact. Now again, if this level gets snapped, and this is very possible going into this week, if the inflation report applies extra pressure on the stock market and decreases risk sentiment, as well as that interest rate report that we are expecting on Wednesday, we could see a clean break of this support level with further sell-offs down to that 11,000 and maybe even all the way down to that 10,500 level. However, if there is some optimism that is being released through these reports, and we do enter into a more risk-on sentiment market, then we could see some buying opportunities up to that 12,000 resistance level. And if that gets broken, then we can start aiming for those 12,500 levels. So traders, I trust that this brief snapshot of last week plus some insight of next week's events, additionally also the analysis that was shared during this video, is going to assist you with profiting from off the market going into this week. Again, if you haven't liked, subscribed, and commented on this video, please do so now. It will really be appreciated. Additionally to that, if you haven't made use of any one of the smart online trader services yet, kindly just follow any one of the links in the description below, and one of our team members will get in touch with you to assist you in building your trading accounts as well. So as always, have a fantastic week ahead of you, and may the best be with you. Cheers.